guys, so this is Will We Be Together? We are gonna do deck 1 and deck 2. Deck 1, deck 2, pick your deck. Will we be together? Let's have a think about that person, their energy, what you want to know about them, what's kind of happening, where you are, where we're going, what we're happening, what we're doing. I've just had my hair done. I'm gonna get me silver toner on it soon though. It's just really blonde at the moment. It's like super blonde. It's super silver white. But it'll be grey by tomorrow or the day after. Birthday blonde. Will we be together? Let's have a look. Those that picked deck number 1. Can we have the collective energies, please, of them? And can we have the collective energies of the people that they are thinking about? And let's do Will We Be Together. Guys, the deck times are always in the descriptions. If you see, have a look. I always bung them in the descriptions. But thanks for those of you that are writing it. And Samantha, thank you. You always sit there and put them on for me. You're a superstar. If you can't be bothered to look through the description, it's all on there. Okay, Will We Be Together? Go. Deck 1. Those pick deck number 1. Will they be together with the person they are thinking of? Will you be together? Okay, so remember this is your collective energy, goes through all your mutual energies, comes out with the strongest energy between all of you. So if anything doesn't resonate, just remember it, take it home, think of it for a later date, just put it in your side box, put it in a little box on the side, and remember it. And if you want to look at personal stuff, we can do that in your personal readings. Will they be together? Okay, I want an overall outcome on this. Can I have an overall outcome if these guys are going to be with them? Are they going to be together? Down to you. The overall outcome is it's down to you, but I'll talk you through that in a minute. So where you are at the moment, still sad, still a lot of unhappy feelings going on, still feeling like everything's got on top of you, that you've been left abandoned in the snow, feeling like people are kind of getting on with stuff behind your back and you're being left to pick up the pieces. You're being left and feeling really alone, really abandoned. And guess what? The lizards there, us and these lizards get everywhere. These lizards are always your fears, and your lizard is now sitting next to you. So your fears are still there. They're still being in your head. They're still trying to get into your grounding space, and you need to make sure that you're pushing these fears aside, because whilst these fears are here, you're going to carry on feeling in this mind frame. I've been asked to do a video on releasing fears. I need to sit down with my guide, and I will do it. I will get it done, promise you. Because for me it was all part of a natural process, but of course I have tips and techniques for it. So releasing fear, guys, if you're interested in that, write it in the comments and I'll make sure I definitely get it done ASAP. So you're just feeling abandoned, feeling left. 5's never good in tarot. Feeling sad, feeling alone, feeling like you've been left out. Everyone's doing their own stuff and you are on your own. I also feel a lot of you are getting envious rather than jealous of those around you that are playing happy families, that've got family units, that've got wives and husbands and kids, because you want that family unit and you are just feeling stuck and abandoned. Where they are is they are trying to work through everything at the moment. They're just focusing on working on themselves. You are as well to your extent. And there's lavender in the background, so if you're not in contact, they're going to find a way back to you. The door is still open. They've left the door open for you. They do want to be with you if that is what you want. They have made some serious errors in their time, which has made this situation happen with justice. So justice happened, a situation happened, a decision was made on it, and the whole thing fell apart. You were trying to hold it together, being a little spider, moving things forward. Spider's a feminine energy, or the equivalent of. Trying to hold the rocks together, hold all the pieces of your heart together to make this work. You were the opening within the circle, within the justice. And they made this decision, and now they're kind of backtracking and thinking, well, I might as well leave the door open for them because maybe one day it will happen and it can work again. And like I said, the door's open, the lavender's there. They want to find a way back to you, but at the moment, they're just focusing on themselves. It's not that you cannot, now if you haven't been in contact for a while, guys, if you've hit that 30 days, because we've been on here for 30 days now. So if you've hit that 30 days and you haven't heard from them, now you can drop them a message and it will be responsive to it. But please don't throw emotions on it. Go in with something very generic, with a memory link, something that you've got past, a certain past memory link where you and this person were, or something that you did, or something that you enjoyed, and that can move it forward. Okay, but you can message them with a memory link if you want this person back in your life. The door isn't shut on you. They are wanting you to get into contact. They're not willing to reach out at the moment. Why aren't they reaching out? Because of how they acted, they're scared that if they reach out at the moment, you will just reject them. If you give it the right amount of time, if you choose not to message them, they will still get back in touch with you, but it's just going to be a bit of a longer process. Well, probably in about 2-3 more weeks. And they'll come back and get in contact with you. They realise that they've made an error. They realise that they made a mistake. And they realise that everything's kind of got on board with them. But they're looking towards you. They're looking towards the Queen of Cups on here, the Mermaid. And looking towards you thinking, well, you know what? I'll give her a certain amount of time. And if she doesn't get in touch, or they don't get in touch, I'll get in touch with them. They've closed the lid on all these boxes at the moment, but there is a movement towards you with the box being lifted and the weight being pulled across. So whether you text them or not, it's irrelevant really. If you feel the need to text them, you can now do it if it's been 30 days. But please keep it generic. Please don't put any emotions on them because that will push them the other way. But they are working their way towards you. They're starting to move forwards towards you. You are in their thoughts. They are thinking of you. Their emotions are still quite in turmoil about it. The old memories of the past, the negative memories, are now being replaced with positive memories. And the positive memories are what is pushing them back towards you, which is really good. You've stood in your power. You've stood strong. And this situation can now move forward. You are still protecting your heart, which is probably the right thing to do for most of you at this point in time, until you feel more stable with the situation. But you're feeling more free. You're feeling like you've stepped in your power. You're feeling like you're gaining your energy. You're feeling strong. You're feeling determined. You're feeling Queen of Swords. You've worked so blooming hard on yourself. Everything's cool and it's all laying out now. And you're quite happy. You've got into that mind frame now, but whether they come back or whether you give it another go, or if you don't give it another go, you're still in the mind frame now that things, whatever will be, but you're not going to lose who you are for this person. So you've done really, really well. And they can feel that change within you. They can feel that shift within you, how much work you've been putting into yourself and raising your vibrations and manifesting. They can feel all of that. They're just polishing off the discs at the moment. They're trying to think of something to do. They're trying to think of a way to get your attention. They're watching you. Your little bird is in here and over here. Spirit guiding you as well. You know, it is here. If you want this to work, it can do. You know, so if you want to be with them, the answer is yes, you can be, and it's coming up super soon. The truth of the situation has come out. Everything's been, you're at that stage now, you're on the next chapter, things have moved forward, you're feeling quite positive, your spirit strength is growing strong. Again, the bird is over here. In all of these cards, you are linked, you, them, and spirit, you are all linked in together. Mind, body and soul, you're all linked in. It's all there for you. And again, where you're feeling like you are abandoned at the moment, you're actually going to be making progresses. You're not alone, because their spirit are standing in these stones, calling you to them, calling you to work with them, calling you to listen to the spirit advice and take it all on board. Not technically calling you to them, but moving forward with it. And if you want to take that step, that's down to you. You've also got, if you want to be with them, the 9 of Cups in the world. 9 of Cups is your Make-A-Wish card. All your cups are up here. You're standing strong, standing standing in your power, fire energy, fire and air. Air brings the fire. You know, it's all here. It's all strong cards. Air for Gemini. You know, it's all here, ready to go. The Gemini moon and the Wheel Tree. Okay, and the Wheel Tree is about the world. You are the world, they are your world. There's a way to make it work with this one, but there is also the snake. These issues that have flagged up in the past will not quickly be resolved. They're not a quick fix, but there can be contact if that is your next step. If you're in a relationship with them, you can make it work also. And if you're not in a relationship with them and still in contact, you can also make it work. you're playing your cards really well. You need to keep playing those cards, and it's going to naturally start happening in the next couple of weeks for you. So I want to hear when it does. Okay, let me just get some clarifying cards for you. Can I have some clarifying cards, please? Get one clarifying card. Will they be together? It's going to be a slow and steady, slow and steady progress. There will be a lot of retreating, going back and forth for a lot of you. With Hermit, retreating, panicking, the fears are still there. Like I said, the lizard's still on the wall. There will still be some kind of retreating from the situation, but you have the Lovers. Again, this isn't third party. I don't feel this is someone looking down on you. The mountains are behind you and you can take these steps forward should you wish to take them. The divine masculine energy at the top with the Sun card, Hierophant. It's divinely guided. You're in the right place. You've been listening to Spirit. You've been hearing their call and you've been doing the work, which means it can now move forward. Your 2 keys are crossed at the bottom for luck. Cross keys for luck. And your 2 pillars are being joined by one, by the Hierophant. He's standing in the middle of you 2, joining them together. So yes, you can be with this person, and soon. Please, if it isn't 30 days, if you've just started on the channel and it's not 30 days, wait 30 days before you send them that text message, which is generic. If you go in with emotions and going, or why haven't you contacted me, what's going on, don't you want to speak to me, they won't respond, because it'll push them into that, and it'll push that energy onto them. So if you just joined the channel, please, and it's only just happened, please wait that 30 days before you do anything, and then again go in with the generic text, and that'll move it forward. Okay, which was number 2? These are number 2. Deck number 2. Let's do deck 2. Can you tell me, will they be together? Those that picked deck number 2. People that picked deck number 2 with the collective energy of the people watching in advance. And then can I go from the collective energies into the people that they are thinking of collective energy? And take it from there. Let's go in again. 1, 2, 3. Okay, remember these readings are for the collective, okay? So, as I'm saying, collective energy, just reminded me. For the collective, so if you've got personal issues and personal things that you need to know about, just drop me an email to book a reading, mysticlovetarot@gmail.com, and we can get you booked in, answer your specific questions, get into their energy, get into your energy, and get the answers you need. Will they be together? There's a pet deck number 2. One, 2, 3, 1. This is a slower process than deck 1. This is more likely to be the twin side of things, or slower karmics. This is looking around, will they be together? Your initial movement is within 4, so this could be 4 weeks, 4 months. You've got 4, 4 and 4, 4, 4, 4. I told you a lot of you have been seeing 4, 4, 4s. 4 weeks, 4 months, one of the 2. Some of you might even be lucky enough to be 4 days, but the mutual number between you all is a 4. This is a twin, most likely twin relationship with the Emperor. So where you are at the moment is things have kind of just words. I think that's the way to describe it, like, you know, things have happened. The whole thing is quite trudging. It's really slow progress and it's really annoying you. And it's getting on your wick and you're wondering, how are they feeling? What are they thinking? What's really going on? What do I do? Do I turn my back on them? Do I keep moving forward? And there's a hell of a lot of confusion, which is why you have 3 4s. Part of you wants to cling on to the situation. Part of you wants to release the situation. So part of you wants to release the situation, and part of you feels that if you release it, it'll move you forward. But then the other part of you feels that you don't want to release it because you love this person and you don't want to let them go. These are your 4s. 4, 4, 4. divinely guided relationship. Please let the universe do its job. If you want to be with this person, then please watch the manifesting video linked in the description and manifest, because you can have this opportunity. This is a longer process. The contact will be, again, if you're not in contact, it will be 4 days, 4 weeks, 4 months. The longer process of this is years for you and them to be together. Within years, as a collective, it's years. Your personal circumstances will most likely differ, but as a whole mutual energy, it's years. But it's worth it if you believe that this is the right person that you want to be with, and if it is your twin, it's worth it if you can get into union. But that's down to you at the end of the day. You can make those choices yourself. The contact will resume in the 4, whatever the 4 means to you. The contact will resume. The Chariot's coming. They will come back to you. They will get in contact with you if you're not in contact. It's just very slow with the turtles and the tortoises, and being very affected by waters, cancers. You know, the water signs are also affecting this, and also your emotions with it being water. Emotions are affecting it. Emotions are kind of press pause on it. There is the potential of this person and you being together in the future, but it is a slow process. So please do not rush it, because if you try to rush divine timing, it will not work. You are in conflict of it all at the moment. You're in conflict with this person. Some of you have had massive arguments with them, which is why you're not speaking anymore. Some of you have just had enough of them and had enough and just thought, you know what, go away. I need to work on myself for a little while. And some of you are just extremely frustrated with them. The fears are a massive part of this relationship. The fears are building, magnifying, and therefore it has gone to where we are and what is actually happening. Okay. The good news is that you can make this happen. You can have the stability with them. You've got the start of new stability here, should you choose to take it. This will be the offer. When they come back to you, they will make some kind of offer or agreement to you to see where you are. You've got to let go of the past. You're feeling that some of them have lied to you, especially when it comes to sexual energy and the sexual chemistry between the two of you. You feel that, some of you feel that this person has cheated. There are no cards of deception here at all. These are your fears once more. You had the 8 of Wands manifesting. Things are moving forward. When you start your manifesting, you're in the okay space to manifest. You don't feel too sad anymore. You're working on yourself. You're doing really great, and you can have your new beginnings with them passionately. But you and them coming together in a relationship is going to take time. But you can start you'll have the communication. You'll be with them if you choose to be with them, and you can possibly date them. But it depends on your individual circumstances. But as the collective, you two or whoever coming together is going to take time. So you've got to go gentle with it, go easy with that energy. What else do we need to know? Will they be together? That's a hand slap. Be together. There's another dog barking, it's on minus. Will they be together? I definitely saw something out the corner of my eye then. Some of them are already, some of these people are in karmic relationships and have took away for the piece of time, for this moment being. So that would tie in with everything that I've just said. You've also got the Queen of Cups energy. You are in their thoughts. You need to step up to the Queen of Swords energy. That a lot of karmic contracts are ending in around October time. What month are we now? June, July, August, September, October. That's 4 months away. A lot of the karmic contracts are ending. So if you are a third party within this relationship, it's likely that the relationship will be hitting an end, and then they will be getting in contact with you to see what the next steps are. But it will be slow and steady. Slow and steady progress should you make it work. They still feel trapped. They feel stuck. They know they want to be with you. They're not ready to make any moves on it yet. But the opportunity of you two will be together, but as long as you relax with it and let it naturally happen. They're just using all the logic still at this point in time, but come 4 months, there is a shift within their personal circumstances. Even if they aren't in karmic relationships, come 4 months, there is still a shift in their personal circumstances, and contact can resume. So keep strong for now. Keep gathering your strength. Keep doing your self-love. Keep doing your personal readings. Working through your shadows. Working through the demons. Working through the crappy memories. Working through all of this. If you start working through all of this, the situation will move forward in your favour. Once you work through the moon and you've worked through the crappy memories and replaced them with positive memories, and you've let go of the hardness that's got you, all the darkness that's kind of got you to make the situation go the way it has gone, once you've released that, this situation can then move forward, which will be around the 4 month mark. as collective. But you can make it work, but it's a long run as a collective. Some of you it will be quicker than a few years, some of you it could be longer than a few years, but it's your collective energy, that's where it's at. Okay, so while we have the Symphony of Dogs, if you want to book a personal reading, email mysticlovetarot@gmail.com. Follow me on Instagram, which is just mysticlovetarot, and I'll speak to you guys soon. Oh, I'm also doing manifesting plans now, so if you need help with manifesting and you want a manifesting plan drawn up, we can totally rock that. We can totally do that. That's not a problem. All right, guys, see you later. Bye bye.